school near Tech High School in Oakland. This is the 5th school I've had in Oakland. I've taught for, well, I've been in education for 40 years in Oakland. It's been a pleasure. I was raised when I was in kindergarten in East Oakland, and then my parents moved to Piedmont, so it was a totally different experience. So when I said I was going to work in Oakland, you know, the family was like, oh my God, are you serious you're going to do that? And I said, yes. And partway through my career, I decided to go work for Pleasanton. I live in San Ramon, and I did get the job there, but then I thought, why am I doing this? Because I love working in Oakland, and the children need so much help. So I'm on my 5th school. I've had 1 Blue Ribbon nominee school and 4 turnarounds. 6 years ago, I came to Emerson. And Emerson, it was sad. I mean, the situation was deplorable. When I moved in there, I had to tell them they were going to have to either change the after-school program or close it. It was that serious. The staff I only have 3 people left from the staff now, so you can imagine the way the staff was. The first year I was there, I thought, what am I going to do? Because at all my other turnaround schools, I never had anyone come up to me and say, what do you need and how can I help you? And most of the schools I've been in Oakland have children who have single moms who are just trying to put food on the table. So I didn't have volunteers really at my other schools. If I didn't have some of the parents coming in, the teachers had no volunteers. So I always put it this way. You think of a teacher with 2 hands, and in front of them, if you're lucky enough to have 20 in a room, there's 40 hands. Every day, day in and day out. This is the first school and the first organization that came to me and said, what do you need? I said, volunteers. And they have helped transform my school. When we went there 6 years ago, the API score, I think everyone knows the Academic Performance Index, was at 500. We're supposed to be at 800. Now, throughout those 6 years, we have built up a great staff. I have an outstanding teaching staff at the school. And we're supposed to be at 800. We're not there yet. We're at 737. But can you imagine going from 500 to 737? Today, but it's the staff and I'm a very collaborative principal because I really believe in teacher voice. Teachers spend 6 hours a day with the children. I'm around, but I don't spend 6 hours a day. So I really look to them for their guidance and leadership. We have shared leadership at my school, and that's why we were able to improve. Are we where we're supposed to be? No. We still need to get to 800. We're going to try this year. But Experience Corps has helped us immensely. Every Wednesday I'm giving tours to parents that live in the Temescal community. I'm sure some of you are familiar with Temescal. Baysell Betty and the Viola and all, yeah, it's great. She's wonderful. We have her pastries at our meetings all the time. She's excellent. They deliver. At my age, I'm not picking up things anymore. I'm having to deliver. But Experience, you can see me taking parents from the community on tours every Wednesday, and they're very impressed by the school. But you know, Emerson has had a terrible reputation for years. So here we have Experience Corps. So we're going by, we're going to the classrooms, and they're going, who's that working with that child? Who's that working with that child? Experience Corps volunteers. And so I just can't say anymore. They take children out of the classroom under the guidance of the teacher and sit with them and read with them, flash high-frequency words with them. They do so much at my school. This is the first turnaround school where I've had that kind of help. And it has helped me and my staff move the school forward. And it's funny, I have to say, we do have a little competition at my school. We have not only Experience Corps, but we have Faith Network. And I don't know if you've heard of Faith Network. They're a faith-based group that also does tutoring. But they're outstanding to the point, you know, sometimes you're at a school and you have 2 big groups. There's a little problem, no problems, they get along. And about 3 times a year, I have a meeting with all of our partners come in. And David and Randy from Faith Network work really closely together. We look at the scores, where children are doing well, where they're not, and then they plug in their volunteers in trying to help our children. So without them, I don't think, and the collaborative staff we have that works with them, I don't think we would have moved the school that well, because we just don't have the parents that can afford to be in the classrooms. So I'm looking forward to increasing increasing the experience for our volunteers, and our new mayor, Jean Kwan, she believes in getting 2,000 more. I was talking to David earlier, 2,000 more volunteers into the schools. I'm really thrilled that she's going to be the mayor, even though I couldn't vote for her because I don't live in Oakland. But she was on our school board, and the way I saw her work and care about the schools, I think it's going to be great. And I'm hoping David will tap into that and the 2,000 new volunteers for Oakland, especially Emerson. But that's what Experience Corps has done for us. If they weren't there, I just can't imagine. I would have classrooms with no volunteers. And so I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and if anyone else wants to volunteer, I'll give you my phone number.